What's going on, fellow gamers? Castlips here. Smash the like button. Smash it. So we're gonna play a little bit of Lego Fortnite, and I actually deleted my world. You're probably wondering, why the hell would you do that? That's what we're gonna go over today. And we're also gonna rebuild the world. But we're gonna go over why I deleted it. So before we get into it, I want to show you up in the top right. It says Lego Fortnite durability buff. We buff the max durability of all tools and weapons. Items you crafted before the update may appear more damaged since we increase the max durability they have. So when I was playing, it feels like I want to say they almost tripled it, in my opinion. I don't know, I didn't do the math, I didn't try hitting stuff, all that, but it feels like they tripled it. Now, let's get into why I deleted my Fortnite. I slightly regret it. The only reason I regret it is because of how far I was, and I was so close to being, or to having my village at level 10. But let's go over that. So we're actually going to jump into a sandbox one, and I want to go over a couple things with you guys real quick. So as you can see, I have no worlds. I don't have any shared worlds, so we're going to create one. And we're going to turn it into a sandbox one, where I'm not going to mess with the seed or anything like that. I'm not going to recreate the same seed that we already had. I do like switching the picture here, though. I don't know if it matters. I don't think it does. But we're going to go ahead and switch the picture. And I will show you guys why I deleted it. So let's go ahead, let's jump in here. And all of it, yeah, I would say all of it has to do with building reasons. Whether it's location or building type or you'll see. So first things first, when you log into the Lego World Fortnite, whatever you want to call it, Lego Fortnite, they basically give you someone that spawns with you, and you can do like a tutorial type thing. You don't have to take any of their advice. They want you to immediately start building, and they want you to do certain things, everything like that. I think they even spawn with you in creative. Yep, there we go. And we did get Cuddle Team Leader again. So that's actually one of the reasons right there. I spawned in with Cuddle Team Leader in my world, in my survival world. What they don't tell you is that this person eventually leaves if you don't recruit them. Now, I'm sure that she would have came back, but I didn't mess with that. I don't know why I'm picking stuff up, because I can build freely in here. So, oh look, you can even fly. Okay, so it is creative. So, we're going to fly up, and we're going to take a look around, so I can explain some stuff to you guys here. And for me to fly, because I didn't know this, I just tested it just now. If you double tap jump, that is how you fly. I don't even see the desert anywhere. There's a desert over there. This looks, no, I'll say it looks similar to our other area. Sweet. We are Superman in Lego Fortnite. No one can stop us. So, obviously, we spawned in right down there, right in that area. Maybe it was that area. I think it was right here, though. Is she following us? She just disappeared, probably. So when you spawn in, they want you to do a couple things. They want you to start building your village. They want you to try to recruit other people. They teach you how to upgrade and everything. It looks like we have a corn farm over there, which is pretty cool. I'm not really worried about too much stuff in this server, just because, like I said, we're just spawning in just to show you guys why I ended up deleting the one that I had. So I ended up running all the way over between the snow biome and the desert biome, and I built somewhere in the middle of the two, and it was actually coming out really nice. I had my other village, which I think ended up being level 8 or 9, or maybe I was working on 9. It wasn't level 10 though, but it was very close. I had already gotten 4 villagers, which I found out the villagers don't mean anything. Even their rarity, it doesn't mean anything. You can also build multiple villages. So one of the villages that I was going to build between the snow and the desert was actually something that I was working on to see. I don't know if it was going to work, but I wanted to see if it would work. So what I ended up doing is I found a lake, something like this, except it was a lot bigger, and it just happened to be between them. And what I did is I came over to this here, the wide one, this one here, and I built basically across the lake. So obviously they can only snap to certain pieces. Like I wanted to go straight that way, but clearly I can't do it, so I'm gonna have to go at a direction going that way. So what I did is I found out where exactly I wanted to do it at, and I started building across. Now I did it based on the land that I was already on. So like right there, it'll snap. And then I just went completely across like so. Bear with me. This is why I'm doing this in sandbox mode, because I want to make sure that this is actually working. Well, not that it's working, because I mean it does work, but there's a catch to it. And I want to see if it's possible to do it before I try it in my survival world. Well, my new survival world. Yeah, and it actually took a long time to do this because I'm not gonna lie, when I did this in my survival world, I was very happy with it until I logged back in. And that's why I deleted the world. Well, that's the second reason I deleted the world. And I want to retry it. So basically I went all the way across and I went completely like this until it started to clip into the ground. So now that means that even if they destroy the piece over there, I would think that if they destroy this, or if they destroy the piece over there, because this one is in the ground, it should also be supporting this entire platform. I don't know if that's how it works. That's just how my brain worked. But that's what I wanted to find out. And then also, I went, found kind of the middle, but there was not really, I mean, there was an island on the one that I did, but not really in the way like this one is. So I basically built a cross across the entire lake. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did. I won't do everything, but I'll kind of give you the basics. Because it was something that took me quite a while. And I ended up being really annoyed when, don't get me wrong, it worked. But there was something else that that didn't work. So if I put this down, do I need the materials to craft? Let's see. Let's find out. I still do need wood. Even though we are in creative. No, I don't. Okay, cool. We just can't craft the upper stuff. Well, we should be able to, honestly. So we can probably go in here and just automatically upgrade it. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Is that where I was? Yeah, because I was using the blue axe. Okay. Alright. Like I said, obviously I'm not going to keep this world. I was just looking at that because I've never really messed around with this. We're going to go back to the wide platform here. We're going to keep going across. Now there was one area where the land kind of sloped down. It looks like this one might do the same thing. So it's not really touching the ground here, is it? Actually, I guess it is. There was one where it ended up being too high, so I just left it. So technically we only had 3 pieces touching the ground. And the main reason I'm showing you guys this is, like I said, so you guys know why I deleted my world, why I'm going to start from scratch. And then also, if you guys end up trying to do the same thing, you might run into the same issue, so I want to show it off. And then maybe it's just a glitch, maybe it kept happening to me though, but it could just be a glitch. Maybe it's something they need to work on at Epic. think it's Epic that makes this, pretty sure. So maybe it's something they need to work on there and they don't know about it, so maybe I will submit this video. Probably not though, because this is going to be a long live. We are going to be on for quite a while. Alright, there we go. That's into the ground there. And then if we run back to the center, after building my cross across the lake, or plus sign, whatever you want to call it, the X, I took the village square, I placed it exactly in the middle here. Somewhere right there. Kind of hard to tell where the middle is. It might not even snap to the middle. That looks middle enough. So I placed it there in the middle. Now, when we build from here on out, we have a barrier. Go back to the wide. The barrier you can't really see too well because of the water, but it is there. So you can see the barriers out here. It does not snap right on the barrier. It does go a little bit past it, which it did work out pretty good though. So I ended up going with this one on the inside around completely first. And it will do the same little gap that's here over here. And it does this all the way around because technically it is center with the piece, the village square. Seeing this island's going to be in the way, but that's alright. I'll show you guys, at least I'll show you guys what I did. Okay, so I'm going to let me build there. Let's fly across over here. Not going to let me build there. Oh. Yeah, it's offset. Got the little gap again, which is fine because that's how you know it's center. You should have the little gap going all the way around if you decide to do this. But you might not, because what I'm about to do may not work, which is why we're testing it here in the sandbox mode before I go back and try it again in survival. If this doesn't work, I do have another plan of how I'm going to build it, but I do want to see if this works, because if it does, and if I can get it to work, then I would like to do this. So the whole reason that I even started thinking of this is because I came across the big lake, and I was like, man, I could fit a village over top of that lake. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, almost every creature in the game dies when they go into water. So unless they're crossing this little bridge right here and coming to your village, they're gonna die. And then also you still do get your villagers to spawn over here, which I don't know where Cuddle Bear went. She probably disappeared when I flew off, or maybe she's running this way, I have no idea. But you still do get villagers that spawn over here. So I filled in this corner here, this corner. I filled in basically the entire thing for the inside of the village, and I started building. Then I decided to go ahead and start building along the outside, like this, of the barrier here. And I'll tell you why. It is because, yes, I was correct. All of the creatures in the game, they cannot swim. Well, most of them. They die when they go in the water. But at nighttime, you're not going to see it in here because we're in sandbox mode, but at nighttime, the skeletons do spawn in, and they can swim. They will swim, and they'll swim under your village, like so. But I didn't have too much of an issue because the villagers couldn't see them. So the skeletons would be underneath of the platform, the villagers couldn't see them, and everything was good. I even took an extra step just to care for the villagers by taking this, because it was the only one I had at the time for my level. And I put this all the way around the outside. So right here is the barrier. You can see the line there. And I put this on the outside. That way I figure if the villagers somehow wander to the edge, they're not going to fall in the water. Because if they fall in the water and they try to come back over here, they're not going to jump back up on the platform. They're just going to be swimming under the village. And obviously I don't want a whole bunch of villagers under the village. Like I said, everything was going good. Everything was great until I logged off. And that's what we're going to check right now. Let me just put down a couple more pieces real quick because I want to make sure that we are covered. Literally. So one there, there, and we'll even do one more around the edge here. And like I said, this took a long time in my survival one because I did have to go and keep getting wood, and I even stopped using my good axe just because I was getting regular wood. Like there was no need to have a really good axe with regular wood. So once the village was built, I was like, okay, you know, it's time for me to log off. Let me go ahead and do whatever I need to do. So I logged off. We're going to test it right now. I logged off. And then we're going to log right back in so that we can test it. Because this is a tricky part here. Matchmaking error, cool. Play. So when I logged back in, you guys seen where I was standing when I logged off. I was on top of the platform next to the thing, and we're going to find out if it's going to do what I think it might. And it didn't. So interesting. So when it logged me back in the other game, it actually logged me in under the platform. So I logged in down here, trying to survive. Now, I think on the other lake I was also higher off the water, and that might be part of it. But the problem was, though, is I had to swim out from under the platform, which obviously is taking stamina every time you're swimming. I had to come all the way past the last piece of the platform because the entire thing was filled in, and I barely made it. I had to jump up there and then run back over here. Obviously I don't want that to happen every time, but it looks like it is possible to spawn back on the platform. So what I might end up doing, we're still going to try this in a normal server, but what I might end up doing is go even lower on the ground, to be almost even with the water there. So how this one sets up this high, like so. Excuse me. Come on. Like so. What I might end up doing is going maybe down there, because that's actually like perfect. That's like right even with the water. And that's a pretty big gap there. The only problem is if I do end up spawning in and it is under the water, that's going to be a little bit dangerous. But we're going to try that in our other server. The other thing that I found out is, so you can build multiple villages, which I don't have an issue with that. Sorry, I was looking at something. I don't have an issue with building multiple villages, but the thing is, though, that... So, as you can see up on the top right, it says Chaos Eclipse's Village 1. If you run outside of the village, which is about right here somewhere... Well, I mean, I guess it was past that barrier. If we place another village over here, which I did this in my world because I was going to build somewhere and then I decided not to. So this is too close to another camp, so let's move away from it. Wherever it lets us put down. There we go. So one here. We will change the icon, change the color, confirm. So now this one says Chaos Eclipse's Village 2. Now, when I put down my second village, I was not happy with where I placed it. So I went ahead and destroyed it. After destroying it, I was like, okay, it still says Chaos Eclipse's Village 2, level 1, but that shouldn't be an issue, right? Like, because I destroyed it, should be fine. So then, I went to my third location, which ended up being technically the one over the lake by then. You can see we're already outside of the other village, or it disappeared. But if you come back to this area, even though you broke it, once you step within that village's limits, like that, even though the thing's not there, you can see it still says Chaos Eclipse Village 2. So my second village is still here, even though I broke it. Still has the icon, everything. Doesn't show up on the map, but still shows everything there. But because I broke it, I was like, okay, well, when I put down my next one, it'll just reset. That'll be village number 2. We'll be fine. There won't be any issues. So if we run all the way out here, away from there, so that we have the space between villages again. And we place technically, our second village, because we destroyed our second one, so this would be our second village. When you place this down, make a new icon. You can see here, it says village number 3. Now, that's not that big of a deal, but my OCD kicked in, and I was like, technically, this is my village number 2, because I destroyed 2 over there, and this is still number 2. But it turned this one into 3, and once again, if you come back over here, even though you destroyed the other village, this one still shows that that it's number 2. And part of the problem is I don't remember where my number 2 village was because I broke it because I decided not to build there. So you can't just cancel your second village unless there's a way in the option. I didn't really check that. See, and I think even this person is trying to be at my level 2 village, but there's nothing here for them to do because I destroyed it. Right there, it just popped back up. Chaos Eclipse's Village level number 2. And I can't do anything here. See, if we put this back down, that's for level 2. Can I delete it? No, you can only go to the village hub, which doesn't let you delete it, and then you can go to upgrade. But one of the even crazier things is I heard that if you destroy your first village, whatever level it's at, when you put it back down, it will be that same level. So I don't know how that works, because if I destroy this one, say this one's at level 5 or something, if I destroy it and put it somewhere else, won't that count as village number 4? Instead of going back to village number 1. So we're actually going to test that right now. I'm going to level this up to level 4. I have to wait a second for it to kick in. Oh, it's just because I don't have the XP for it. Okay, that's fine. So we'll leave it like that. This is level 3 village now. So what we'll do is we'll break it. Testing purposes. I don't care about that stuff because we're not keeping this world. We're going to go out this way and we're going to try to replace our level 3 village, which is technically village number 1. Do it up over on this hill. Right here. So there should be level or village 1 again, but this should be a level 3. And look at that, it says level 4, or it says village 4. So it doesn't even say, and it's also level 1. So how would you replace your first village? I mean, am I missing something? It doesn't show the first villager anymore. It shows the second one because I placed it back down. That's village 3. This one's village 4. So if I go back inside of village 1 and I place it down, will that leave it level 3? Does it have to be inside the barrier? This is why I wanted to test everything in the survival mode, because there's a lot of stuff about it that I did not understand. So if we place it back down in here, it does leave it at level 3 within the same village. What if we break it? And we place it on the edge of where the village was. Because that would technically shift over the village. So it should be like right here somewhere. Village 1 still level 3, but it pushed the barrier this way. So the barrier should be out there somewhere. So I think what you would have to do is literally keep moving this village to the end of the barrier. So if we move it that way, and the edge of the barrier should be somewhere right here. Too close to another camp. Nope, that's not it. Right here. Which is still within the barrier of our village. So this is still level 3. But now it pushed the barrier. It didn't push the barrier, that's why it works like that. So basically, you can move the podium anywhere within the village area to keep the same level. You just can't move the village, even though there's no beds or anything placed down. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Alright, and then the last thing that I wanted to test we need a new area where there's no village. Let's go up over this way somewhere. I feel like I'm playing Citadel Forged with Fire. Watch my videos on Citadel Forged with Fire. You guys will understand what I'm talking about. Alright, I think we're good right about here. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to test is where's the other stairs at? Oh, they don't have the thing now. Okay, we'll use these. So that one there, that one, that one. Let's probably wait for it to be built. My luck, I'm gonna be running up it and it's going to break before I get to the top. Or I'm gonna run up too fast and fall off. I'll be standing on a part that's not built yet. That's why I'm not good at Fortnite. So one of the things, there's two things here that I want to test. One is how high can you build? And then two is the structural integrity. of things that you are building. So like if I build this completely up and then I put the majority of the weight on one side, is it still going to hold based off of one stair that's connected to the ground? I mean, honestly, I guess one of the things I could do is just fly up and see if there's a barrier up here. Can't really see anything. Still going up. We're still going up? I think so, yeah. I don't think we're getting any closer to the clouds though. Like the clouds, is that just a moving skybox? Still going up though. We might be getting closer to the clouds. Oh, did we just pass through the clouds? I think we did, and I think it actually stopped. Yeah, so this is the top right here. That's not bad. So basically, up into the clouds is where it stops. Okay. Well, that's not cool. Alright, so we'll go ahead and stop here because that is pretty high. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to check the structural integrity of the platform, or of the would-be platform. Oops. This pickaxe is going to end up breaking and I'm going to have to build another thing. Okay, so that's way unbalanced, right? Like this should have done fell by now. that down. Build that. Just to break that. Go back in here. Pick that. Crap. I went too far anyway. I did it again. Okay, so if I was to build up here, can I place a village up here? Yes. And I would assume it has the same barriers as everything else. Alright, villagers should spawn up here next to it so that you can recruit them. We'll give it a second, see if our villagers spawn in. Is there a villager down there? Don't see one. It does take them a minute, so we'll still wait a second. And while this is waiting, one of the other things that we can try is we can try to see about connecting this back to the ground on the other side, which for this we're just going to use a pillar, just literally one pillar. Can't build down. Why can't you build down? You can go up, right? Can't go up either? That's weird. Wait, it won't snap there, but it'll let me place it there. What kind of dumb stuff is that? Because it'll also let me place it up under here. Now I wonder if that's going to matter since they're not snapped. Because I'm not holding L2 for it to snap because it won't actually snap to it. But we're going to test this. Of course, there would be a tree in the way. Okay, this is where it's going to get a little interesting. Will that go under? It will. Okay, so technically these are not all snapped together, so I don't think it'll hold it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to find one that will snap, and we're also going to use that one for support. Because what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to break those stairs over there, and I want to see if it'll, if there's a secondary structure holding it up, if it will still work. There's still no villager up here, which is a little concerning anyway. Let's see, what other pillars do we have? Beams? No. I mean, technically what we could do is we could use these foundations, but I don't think you can snap on the bottom of foundations either, though. Okay, so a villager did spawn up here, so we're good on that. Let's see about the foundations. First of all, will they snap on the bottom? I mean, I'm holding L2 and it didn't go red, so I would count that as a snap. And that actually snaps. This one snaps under there. So maybe you would need actual pillars or foundations under it. I should retitle my my thing because we're already past why I deleted the other Fortnite or the other Lego Fortnite save I had world. I should retitle it to testing building testing in Lego Fortnite. And I realize at this point I'm just talking to myself because there's nobody in here, but that's okay. Because someone will come afterwards and they'll be like, hey, this was a very informative video. Thank you very much, Gossip Clips. By the way, here's a subscribe because you're an awesome streamer. Also, here's a like. Also, I'm Mr. Beast. Here's $10,000. But I don't think he does that on YouTube. I've seen him do it on Twitch, which would be hella cool. Hey, Mr. Beast. Okay, so we have the foundations. Alright, so this is gonna suck because I think the villager's still up there. We're gonna go and we're gonna break the stairs. So it's either going to fall or it's gonna be supported by these two structures here. And what's gonna happen after it, if it doesn't fall, is we're gonna break the foundation first because those actually snap, because I don't think this one's actually holding it. And if it doesn't, then that means that the entire structure will fall, and this is not even technically connected. But it being connected right there should hold if it is connected. So let's come over here. Let's get down there quicker. Let's run over here. But that would also be a feasible way to build a village, only because you won't have to worry about anything. Like, there's no flying creatures in the game. The only thing you'll have to worry about is lightning. And at that point, you can build a rooftop over your entire village and not worry about anything at all. So let's check it out here. If these stairs hold up and that thing does not fall, then we're good. Oh, I should probably be using a pickaxe. Okay. Okay, so either the foundation or the pillars are holding it. Interesting. So let's get rid of a couple more of these, because eventually it's going to fall, because I'm going to make it fall. I just want to see at what point it falls. Also, why am I floating while I'm trying to swing? Like, floating I know, but like I was also like moving up or down still. See? I think it's because I started swinging before I stopped moving. Okay, so that's enough. So now what we're going to test is we're going to test the 2 foundations. The one on the left on the corner piece, I think that's the one that's holding it up. I don't think the other one's technically connected. So we're going to break this one first because it did snap. And if that's not holding it, what'll happen is it'll already fall as soon as I break one of these. And let's do this. Let's give ourselves a better pickaxe. Add. Inventory. We can throw that one out. Move that over. Move that over. Alright, let's just break a random one. Really? Really? Oh. Oh, it's sorry. Okay. Alright, so it looks like they're both holding it. Okay, so if you guys want, you can just build a village in the sky using any type of pillar as long as you can connect them. I mean, even those didn't technically snap. So, interesting. Also, I noticed that. So it says Cast Eclipse's village number 5. And right there. There. There, it goes away. So I wonder if there's a level between how deep you can go with the village and how high you can go with the village. Because if that's the case, you can build multiple levels for a village. Not just up, but also down. Okay, that will destroy the rest of that. Yep. Now this is going to be the interesting part, especially with the villager up there. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to hit this one here. There goes the entire thing. Sorry, Sparkplug. Oh, okay. The thing was still floating here too, the village thing. It looks like it's basically breaking itself to how far it fell, I guess. Oh, there it goes. Now the only catch with this is that there's technically a village in the sky now. But I don't know where it's at technically. Yeah, so most of this there. Alright, so if we go back up, you'll eventually see that we will come across village number 5. So let's go over here because it was right about here, and then just go straight up and look up in the top right. You'll eventually see village number 5 pop up right there. So the village still exists even though there's nothing up here. Okay, I think that tests everything that I wanted to test. So you can definitely build up in the sky, but you'll just have to protect the pillars on the bottom. So maybe build a pillar and then build a wall or a couple walls around the pillars, and hopefully everything works out. Let me test one other thing real quick that I just thought of. I didn't mean to come all the way down. I didn't realize I caught myself. So if you're up in the air and you do build a village up here, so. Alright, now can you do crops in the sky? I know they're offset, that's fine. Hitting all the wrong buttons. So you can. Also, was there... What's that? That's what copper looks like? Iron, malachite, found in the frostlands, rough sapphire. Yeah, see, a lot of these things I haven't even seen yet. Heavy wool thread. What's that sound? I think it's those things down there trying to break. Weird. It's throwing me off. Oh, why is it not letting me scroll down now? Gotta do the dumb thing where I gotta up and down, just to make it go all the way. Okay, so we got corn, pumpkin, raspberry, wheat, slapberry, pepper seed, and snowberry. Okay, so I did have all those. Is that cheese? I think it is. It is. Then we got our creatures here. Oh, there's rams. Haven't seen blasters yet. Bone wolf. A lot of villagers I haven't ran into yet. Definitely ran into those three guys. They killed me in one shot. Oh, that's the item that would go in the extra slot, the glider. It's also a boulder spawner. Used to blow things up. There's a grappler. Small boulder spawner. And then a whole bunch of things here. Okay, I don't want to ruin too much of it. I don't want to read each one of those. What's that? Ruby. Don't know what ruby is used for, but okay. What's going on down here? You can die in sandbox mode. Interesting. Alright, and it spawned us way back over here because we never made a bed. Cool. Okay, I think that's everything that I wanted to know in here. We're actually going to edit the video real quick. The title of it, because we're not going over why we deleted the world anymore. We're going to do testing buildings in Lego Fortnite. Perfect. Did it go? I think it did. All right. So interesting that I never found, or there's not anything to go underwater. Because when I was playing my original survival one, I did it on the stream. If you guys watch it, I followed the very first one of these fireflies or fairies, whatever you want to call them, and it led me to a chest that was underwater, and I could not get the chest. And I did not see anything that like any type of like scuba suit or anything like that. Also, if you pet that guy, he will break. What happens if you attack him? Where are the weapons? Add. Nothing. He just blows up in a confetti. Oh, no, I actually got stuff from him. So I still got stuff. I wonder if you get more stuff for blowing him up or for just petting. Also, I wonder if you can feed him. So I found this out, guys. Check this out. I don't know if you can befriend them. I know a lot of people were saying, oh, if you drop meat for the wolf, they'll eat the meat and you can befriend it. I don't know about that. I've tried that. That didn't work. But did you guys know that these guys... Did that just put it in my inventory? It did. Interesting. So these guys actually will... Wow, they can fit me. Am I actually getting hurt? I am. Wow. So those guys you can actually feed. I don't know if you can befriend them, which is what I was trying to test just now. But, of course. Alright, and I was right over there. Okay, so we'll stay right here. We're going to go to all items. We're going to spawn in a sword first, because we're probably going to need one. We're going to spawn in a couple different things, so we're going to spawn in a whole bunch of these. Meat. I don't think it's going to matter if it's cooked meat, but we can try cooked meat as well. And then we can spawn in some of those, some of those. Dude, what do you get from a mountain cow that you don't get from a regular cow? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to first... Here, we'll remove the sword for now. Oh, can I not put it in my thing down there? I should be able to, right? Oh, no, okay, okay. I got it. So let's do this. So inventory, we're going to drop one there. Oops, that dropped all 20. That's not what I want to do. Drop one. Drop one. Drop one. I think those two stacked, didn't they? They did. Drop one. Drop one. Drop one. Also, it's not going to help that she's here because she's going to be trying to kill everything when I spawn it in. Drop one. Drop one. Drop one. Now we're going to move over to the meat. Drop one. I don't know if it matters that it's cooked or not, which is why I'm doing both. Okay, I think we got a good mixture of things there. So we're going to spawn in one of these guys over there. One over there. One over there. And check it out. When they come out, they're actually going to eat the meat and stuff before attacking me. But I don't think you can befriend them. It's more of like a distraction. And I figured, well, maybe if you feed them enough, maybe they'll befriend you then. But I don't think so. Eventually they just start attacking you. She's attacking that one. And of course it's attacking her now. Yeah, see, and then eventually they give up and they're like, oh, time to... Okay, well, he didn't even attack me. Are you friendly now? Hello? Are they just not gonna... No, they had already attacked me, even though it was in, She's gonna attack me. What if I drop another one for you? I can't do this with her. Move away from her. I don't know how I got her to despawn the last time. I guess we'll just fly pretty far away if we can. Maybe right up here. See if she spawns back in. Okay, she's not here. Alright, so let's do this. I wish there was a way to just throw it out of your hand too, instead of needing to go into your inventory and doing drop one. Epic, fix that. Please. Crap it. Yeah, I went with that one. I was too close to it. Okay, Steve, no. I know they're not going to eat the stuff, the meat, but they will eat this, and that's why I killed them. For all you naysayers out there, all you haters. Nah, it's stacked. Okay. Now let's try this little guy again. Okay, now he won't attack me while there's food on the ground. Like I said, I know that part. As long as there's food on the ground, he won't attack me. But my thing is, can you befriend them? And if so, what do they do for you? He went for the cooked meat instead of the raw meat. That's interesting. like the vines too. And I put down so much food because I was like, well, what if, what if it takes so many for you to tame them or something? Which I don't know if that's going to do anything either, but... Maybe he didn't go for the cooked meat instead of the raw meat. Maybe he just seen it when he approached the other one. Also, I wonder if he can use other foods. Let's see here. So we got one of those. Milk's probably not going to work, but I guess we'll try one of everything real quick. And we'll try cooked food. My inventory's probably full. So, drop that, drop that, drop that. I shouldn't be dropping all this on top of each other, because if one of these things do befriend him, I'm not going to be sure which one it is. Yeah, see, he left the raw meat to come over here, so maybe the raw meat's the last thing that they want. Went for the pumpkin, I think. No, there was something else instead of the pumpkin. Did you just eat the milk? No. That's one for the corn. The egg. The pepper. Pumpkin. Nope, not the pumpkin. I think that was the raspberry. Now the pumpkin. He didn't eat the corn. Is he eating the milk? He ate the milk too, wow. He didn't eat the slurp juice. He ate everything else except slurp juice. And then he ate that. Now let's see if he attacks us still. Oh, he's got one more piece. Oh, he might even see those. Let's pick these up. Or at least this one. Okay, so you can't befriend them, but you can at least distract them, and he just doesn't attack you afterwards. Because he should be attacking me right now, even though we're in the sandbox mode. Because if I spawn in another one, he will attack me, I believe. Yeah, see, he's gonna attack me. But this one did not. See him hit you, man? Interesting. So you can get him to fight. But it doesn't mark him as friendly or anything. And if I killed this one, which is a bad one, does the other one attack me again or no? He's gonna go get the meat. And he does end up attacking me again. Okay, so maybe they're just friendly for a little bit, but the point is, you can feed them. Did we just get a health charm from him? Oh, wait. Did we friend him and then we got a health charm once we killed him? Did I just discover something? Dude, okay, let's try this again. So, let's come over here. We're gonna throw out this. If I can do it right. That. Wait. We don't have a health charm. Did we discover the recipe? Is that what happened? Let me rewind real quick. That's when they were fighting. I killed the one. Now this one. He tries attacking me. I end up killing him. He gave us the recipe. So we can't test that again because we would have to... Okay. Okay. We'll test it again. We're gonna see something here. We're not gonna test it with him though. We're gonna try other things first. So, because I'm probably gonna make a video out of this if it works. All right. Obviously, wolves are gonna eat meat. So what we're gonna do is we're going to throw meat down. Raw meat. Cooked meat. Raw meat. Cooked meat. Raw meat. Now the wolf I've never seen even go for meat, but we're gonna test this out. He does go for it. Does he become friendly though? No, he immediately wants to kill me. Do you want more cooked meat? No? Cooked meat there? No? Cooked meat? Yeah. You know, in Minecraft, it's actually a bone. Where are the bones? Bone. Did I just friend him? Nope. He did stop for a second though. Fly up again, let's see if he'll get the meat. Going for the meat. More meat. And now the chickens. Okay. Oh, so many things to test here now. All right, let's move away from here. I want to go into the snow. And that looks like it's already cold right there. Let's go back this way. Are all the things that I spawned in here still here? No, but my backpack is. Okay, so while we're here, let's give ourselves more stuff. So let's give ourselves some meat, some cooked meat, some eggs. I don't see why a wolf wouldn't like eggs. He should like high-end stuff, but I don't know what. Maybe the pizza and the burgers. Let's try all those things. And then we already have the wolf on us. So let's do this. Inventory. Move those out. Put those down there. We're going to drop one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. And this I want to test separate. Drop a bone there. A bone here. A bone here. A bone here. Okay, what is that? 4 bones? We'll go with 5. We'll do 5 bones. Okay, and then we have our stack of food there. We're going to do another stack of all that food right here. So, it's all the stuff down here. 1 cheeseburger, 1 egg, 1 cooked meat, 1 pizza, and 1 raw meat. Alright, and then, Jesus, I'm going way too fast. Alright, we're going to take the wolf, put him down there. Actually, we'll put the sword there, and then we'll put the wolf there. Alright, and let's throw him out over by the bones first. Back away. Let's see if he goes for the bones or not. He did. Immediately went for the bone. Will he go for the bones before killing me? No. Will he go for any of the food before killing me? No. Okay, what if I'm not in the picture? Bone. Another bone. Another bone. He's eating the last bone. And then he's going for all the foods. Cooked meat first. No, he didn't go for the cooked meat first. I think he went for the raw meat first. He doesn't like the cheeseburger. Nope, maybe he does. Okay. Is he gonna go for that stuff? Alright, while he's eating that, what happens if I approach him? Is he running from me now? No, but he's also not friendly. See, earlier when I dropped him the stuff, he stopped and he sniffed me though. What was it that I dropped him? It was just meat, wasn't it? So would I have to like keep trying to get him to eat meat? And was it the cooked meat or the raw meat? Also, how do you drop things that are in your hand? That's not it. Is he friendly? He's looking at me. What if I put away the sword? Did he just give me a thumbs up? No, he didn't. He did not give me a thumbs up. Picked it right back up. I want the bone. I figured maybe taking the sword out of your hand would do something. And now I'm just trying to get him to notice the bone or the meat, so I'm just running from him. There he goes. He got the bone. Now he's going for the meat. Nice howling. Oh. See, I don't think you can befriend the wolves. I mean, at one point he did sniff me. So if we kill him, do we learn anything after he sniffed us? No. Okay, let's test that again in a new world with the sand claw thingy. Not sand claw, the roller. So let's go worlds. We're gonna delete the one that we have. So delete world, yes. Create new world, new slot, put it in sandbox. I don't think it really matters what the cover is. Oh, did I just do a survival one on accident? I think I did. I think I accidentally switched it to survival. No, it says sandbox. Okay, play. Also, if you guys would not mind trying to reach a sub goal right under here, you guys can take a look at that. We're not even halfway there. I was trying to get to 5,000 by the end of the year. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, but we have been picking up the pace with how many we have. I want to say just a week ago is when I got to the 1930s, and it's already at 1939. So hopefully we'll get 1940, and it will continue to increase. I know over time exposure helps. We're going to fly away from Bright, whatever her name is, Bright Boomer, I think. I don't know if she's just going to despawn or if she just stands there. There she goes, she despawns. So now we can land here. Alright, now we can go here. We're going to get us a sword just to practice safety. Ooh, that's the problem. I don't know what the thing ate that made it friendly. I mean, it basically ate all the food. The only thing it didn't eat was the slurp juice, or the slapberry. I don't think it ate the slapberry, but we're gonna try those two, I guess. Meat pie. I didn't see that. I wonder if that'll work on the wolf. R2. Then we need at least 2 of these guys. These are the regular ones, right? Yeah, because that's the sand one, and then that's the frost one. Okay. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a few different piles here. So we're going to drop one of those, one of those, one of those. Basically one of everything. Food-wise. Have everything there, and we're going to do another stack over here. Oops. Okay, so we have 2 stacks of all the food. We are missing 2 things though. These. I don't want to get too close and end up picking that stuff up. So I'll drop one of those there. Because they eat these vines too. One of those there, and then we will put a roller down here, and we're going to go one over there. Alright, now these ones work a little bit different, because once he starts eating, he's not going to attack me. The wolf, on the other hand, attacks me. They only don't attack you when they don't see the food, or they only don't attack you when you're not around, because they see the food and you're not there, which obviously makes sense. But like, this guy's completely distracted by the food. Like, I can walk all the way up to him and he still won't attack me. But what we're testing here is, the last time we fed one, he ended up, when we killed him, he ended up teaching us a recipe. So we're going to see if we can kill this one after he's friendly, quote unquote. Nope, get out of here. We're going to see if we can kill him once he's friendly, and see if he'll still teach us that same recipe. Of course he's going to go for the raw meat that I just killed. And then, I don't know if I want to test it, but we could also test trying to feed a brute, too. I don't know what that would do for us, even if he eats it, but... And what I'm thinking is, because when we did this with the stone roller the first time, if this does work, he gave us the uncommon, or no, he gave us the common recipe for the health charm. So I would think that the sand one would probably give you the uncommon, and then the frost one would give you like the epic or something like that. something along those lines. But this is just all assumption. That's why we're testing it right now. So once he's done eating, unless he sees that food over there, he should just go back into the ground. In fact, I only put down 2 stacks because I was going to do more than 1 stack to test him. Look at that, he's already trying to attack us. Is it because I picked up the food? Interesting, they're not going back in the ground this time. And it killed them, because I never refilled my health. Oh, no, go away, go away. I'm trying to test something here. Make her despawn. Alright, and in fact, we can go back over there and pick up the stuff we just had. Oh wow, she's still there. I thought she despawned, but maybe not. All of our stuff back. So the only thing he didn't eat was the slurp juice, but he ate everything else, including the shakes, the slap juice and the snowberry shake, but he didn't eat the slurp juice, which is this one. Nope, that's slapberry. Where's this one? She ate the slap juice, but not the slurp juice. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's come over here. It's a little quieter. Let's drop one of everything again. Except the slurp juice, of course, which is that one. Throw him out. Nope, 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 nope. I wonder if maybe he needs to see you drop it. Because I think we did that in the other one, didn't we? Like we dropped it in front of him first. So now that I drop one, even though he's eating all this, maybe he'll be friendly this time? And my goal here is not to befriend him, because I don't think that's possible. If you guys were watching earlier in the stream, when I created the other world, what happened is he stopped attacking us, he went back in the ground. But then when I killed him, he gave us a recipe after I killed him. And I want to see if that is recreatable. I want to see if every time he stops attacking you, if he will give you a recipe once you do kill him, after making him quote-unquote friendly. So he's almost done here. He's got 2 more pieces. The berry, the pumpkin, and then he's either going to attack us or he's going to go back in the ground. If he goes back in the ground, then we can try attacking him. Nope, he's going to attack him. Alright, let's see if killing him, see if we got the rescue anyway. Did we learn anything from killing him? No. Oh, so it's picking up that item that learns it. I'm an idiot. I am 100% an idiot. Okay, what do we run out of? Raw meat and the milk we put up there. So we don't need that. We don't need that. We're not going to need that. We just need raw meat. So raw meat. Let's get some more cooked meat. Are we short on anything? No. Alright, so this is what we're going to do this time. We're going to come over here. We're going to make 1 pile of food here. Ooh, there's something else I should test too. So there's 1 whole pile of food. Forgot with the wolf we need 1 other thing. We're going to test the bones too. Which the bones would be... They're there. Okay, so there's 1 whole stack of food. Now let's try a couple other things here. So we're going to do a full stack of bone. Because maybe it has to be like a whole bunch at one time. So drop the entire stack there. Let's do the full stack of raw meat. Full stack of cooked meat. And like I said, I didn't see this, so let's also try full stack of meat pie. So drop the full stack of cooked meat here. Drop the full stack of raw meat here. And we'll do meat pie right in the middle. Alright, and then we need the wolf. Let's throw out the wolf over there. And let's back away. So what I'm looking for is some type of like, not an audio cue, but some type of like a heart above his head, a weird bark or a weird howl, some type of visual or audio cue in general after eating maybe a certain item or after eating so many items, and seeing if he just does anything different. I'm worried about the chickens over there on the right. Is he howling at me? I think he is, but we saw the food again. He went for, what was that? Oh, that was just raw meat from a chicken. That's the meat pie, the full stack of meat pie. Now he's going for the full stack of cooked meat. Full stack of bone. Full stack of raw meat. He sees me. And he's hostile. Yeah. So he doesn't befriend at all. Wonder, you think maybe hurting him and then attacking him? He also don't need a lot of stuff here. And we got nothing from him. Okay, so can't befriend them. I didn't really figure anything out like I thought I did. But they do get distracted by food. The last thing we can try is, can we distract a brute with food? I don't think so, but we're gonna try it. So let's go somewhere where there's no chickens or anything, because I don't want to have to fight them off, and then also I don't want the brute distracted by trying to kill something else. So maybe right over here. Nope, chickens. Here, down in the little valley. There we go. We'll do it here. Okay, so drop, and we're just going to drop everything. I know some of this is needing food. Okay, and then we need a brute. Is that the normal brute? That's rare. Frost and sand. Okay, I guess it is this one then. Add one brute. Make sure there's no chickens or anything here. Oh, a couple other things I want to drop. Actually, no, I think we had the stacks in there, so we'll just leave it. Okay, so we're going to drop him right on the food, and we're going to back away because he has a very large radius for aggro. We'll throw that right there. See if he actually eats any of the food there. He's already eating something. He's eating the food. He's not facing it, but he's eating it. Interesting. Yeah, he's eating the food. Of course, there's the chickens. So I didn't want the chickens there, because now they're going to eat his food. Let's see if I can get in front of him. The aggro on me instead of the food. Nope, he is fully distracted by that food. Eat your food. Eat your food. Eat your food. Well, I mean, he was at least distracted by the food. Oh, look, he's back to eating the food again. So it's just a temporary distraction with him, it seems like. Alright, well, we figured out everything we needed to, finally. Let's go ahead and restart our server. So we're going to delete this one, we're going to go back into survival, and we're going to see what we can do about it. Or not do about it, but how we're going to build. So, let's see, delete world, yes. Survival, I don't care which seed it's on. Which one of these looks the best? Still like that one. Let's try that one. Temperature, leave it, leave it, leave it. What's elimination? Character can be, oh, that's just if they can die. That's dumb. Why would you turn that off and leave everything else on? Friendly creatures. When this is on, friendly creatures will appear in the world. When it's off, friendly creatures will not appear in the world. Please note that turning this off may block some elements of progression. That's what I thought. That's weird. Okay, so we're going to leave everything default. Survival, I'm not going to enter a seed number, and we will start. Sorry, I had other music going in my head, not literally, like I don't have earbuds or anything, and it's just literally in my head. Alright, who do we get? Peely? You here? Cuddle team bear again, or cuddle team leader. Okay. Alright, well, you are going to come with me. Hopefully. Are you going to come with me? Bear, continue, come with me. See, she wants me to build there. I don't want to build there. Okay, so the snow's over there. I'm hoping the desert is somewhere over here on the right. Very close. I guess I should probably pick up this stuff along the way. Well, yeah, I'm not going to build there. I guess we're not going to get Cuddle Bear until she, hopefully, respawns. So we're by the snow. We have a cave right here. Those two things are good. I just need the desert close as well. Or not need, but want the desert close as well. So if the desert's somewhere in the vicinity, we may build right here, actually. Not this exact spot, but in this general area. Of course, I'm just getting food. Not worried about wolves. Or spiders. Okay, so there's not going to be anything over there, because that's, like I said, the snow. How far around the snow am I willing to travel, though? To see if the desert's near here. Oh, actually, the desert's right over there. Sweet. Dude, if I can find a lake... I don't see any water near me. So... let's do this. get our food all the way up. Perfect. Now let's run towards the snow so that we can mark where the snow is on the map. I know I got spiders now. Just want to make sure it actually shows up on the map that this is a snow biome. Kind of. Did get a little more blue. See if we can get some of these berries. That's why I wanted the berries, so that we can already have that recipe. Okay, so that's clear enough on the map. Now let's run over to the desert biome and mark that one on the map too. This cave is not marked on the map though. The other ones are, but this one's not. That's weird. I mean, it's fine, but weird. Alright, let's run over to the desert biome. Mark that. And then hopefully find a lake in between, in the middle of the two. Dude, that'd be so awesome if we just got a weapon out of here. Oh. I was like, it's just an unguarded chest. Oh, you can't run with it? Trying to hit him. Failed miserably at it. Get the cow. Oh, there's a lake. Sweet. Did I just get turned away from the desert biome? Where to go? Is it more that way? How big is this lake? Actually, that part of the lake over there might do. I think it'll be fine. I think this is the desert over here. Yeah. Yep. There's the pillar that I was looking at. Okay, so let's make sure it marks on the map. So let's keep going this way. Dude, this is perfect though. So we got the snow biome right over there. We got the desert biome here. And we have that lake right there that we're going to build over top of. That will be our first village. I just want to make sure that it's going to build. Ow, not build. Mark on the map that the desert's over here. Like that. So now that it shows a little bit of brown on the map, we can turn back because we know that this is a desert over here. Tons of spiders. Literally tons of crap. No, no, no. Ow, ow, ow. I die by spiders. That was a ton of spiders. Talk about fear of spiders, arachnophobia. More spiders. Okay, yeah, so I don't want to build on this side because that little island that's there, but over there might be doable. Let's go take a look. See, like right here. Right here. I think that's it. I think this is the spot, boys and girls and anyone else watching. My YouTube says nobody. That's normal. Cold. Okay, well that's just because it's nighttime. Okay, we're not doing this. Okay, campfire. Only thing I can build. Why, I would say, why is it not letting me build? There we go. Ah, so warm. Crafting bench. Can't use it in the snow or in the open though. So we need this right here. Start build. Perfect, let's build our first house. Don't want to build a bed yet. That's what I want. Okay, so we're already where we need to be. Crafting bench. Right there. Use. We're gonna make. Oh. Okay. We need more wood or something. I'm not worried about the snow. Should be, or snow. The rain. Yep, I know I'm cold. Thanks for reminding me. I don't know why I'm punching pumpkins when I could just pick them up. Is it these? No, that's heat resistance. Okay, so we need the peppers for the snow. Or for the cold. Don't want to get too close. I don't want to aggro anything with no weapon. Yeah, I'm running back to the fire. Calm down. Probably should have built this a little closer because I think it'll make it cold over here. Alright, so build 2 of these. Now we can get wood. Easier. I don't know why I did that. I know I could have just picked it up. I just wasted so much variability on breaking that little. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Yeah, you see what I mean though? Like, we're on the first axe. This thing is still not broken yet. Obviously it's going too soon, but with the old one, like, it would have already been broken a long time ago. I really think they tripled the durability on it, which is great. I'm not complaining at all. That is fantastic. I still don't know why they just don't add it. I mean, they could have left it the way it was. Just add in a repair feature. Like, why wouldn't you? It'll still make people farm for stuff. Because, I mean, they're only going to use each axe for so long before they need to upgrade to the next one. But then once you get to that next one, like when you're at the top tier, the purple axe, like, you're just going to have to build a new axe every time. Like, just add in the repair feature. Put it on the workbench, but if you don't want people to repair right away, then make it to where the workbench has to be like a certain level before you can repair. And maybe that's how it is now. I don't know. I haven't had the max repair bench or workbench, so maybe that is how it is. But if it's not there, add it. For the love of God, please. And I understand that would be a whole new system because it's not in Fortnite, and everything that we're doing now is in Fortnite. But it shouldn't be that hard to add. I mean, you have a game mode that's a big hit that I guarantee you a lot of people are playing. I mean, yeah, I like it, but I guarantee you there's a lot of other people playing. A lot of people like Lego in general. So I think that adding that feature would definitely be something that would be in their best interest. May as well get the poop early while we can. May as well get some wool, that way we can learn whatever it's going to teach us. which doesn't seem like it taught us anything. Oh, maybe it's because I have to scroll over it in the inventory here. Oh no, I already did scroll over it. Okay. Alright, let's go back over here. Now I need to see at what angle we're going to have to cross this lake with the foundations. This is the annoying part. No, don't appear over the water. That's what you did before. Okay, so let's do... Where's that? This. Okay, this is going to be perfect. Normally it goes at like a weird angle, but we could be doing it right here. Right here. Yeah, I'd say like right here. I keep moving over. I think this is good. Is that under the water or on top of the water? That is perfect. Nope, that's under. That's under the water a bit. So let's do right on top of it. That on top of the water. Now the thing is, will the waves come through over top? Well, first let's break the one underneath of it. Hey, how's it going? Do the waves go over top of it? They kind of do, a tiny bit. See what I mean? So let's go higher. So break these. And we'll go one higher. Now do the waves go over it. No. Okay, I think that's the level we need to be at. Ooh, the bad thing is... Yeah, the bad thing is if it spawns us under the platform. Well, I mean, there's no oxygen, really. Alright, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll leave it. About in the deeper water, because the... Still on the way for the top right now. I mean, I could do this with foundations. Whoops. But we're gonna stick with this. No. Perfect, and it goes in the ground there, which means it's seated on this side too. And then we'll come back to to about the middle, which is about here. Looks like the middle. And then go out this way. Perfect. Went right in there. And honestly, there's probably a chest up here somewhere. There it is right there. There's also pumpkins that grow up here. We can get our wood from up here. Granite. Okay, that's not bad. We'll have to block this off though, because skeletons will spawn on the island there. And we're gonna go out this way. Okay. As long as it didn't like go to a waterfall, we're good. And this should go in the ground over here too. Perfect. Alright, now the final test to make sure that all 4 pieces are standing on their own, we're going to break this middle one, which will detach everything. And if any of those fall, then that means that they're not seated. So, wish me luck. Perfect. Maybe. This one sounded like it was going to drop. Is it? No? Okay. Alright. So now we can put that back. And then we can build our village square after we eat some food. Village square, and we'll do it dead center, which is right there. Right there. 4, 4, 4. I think that's dead center. So what I'm looking at, I was just now going to point at the screen. To the left of my Lego character, you can see 4 little tiny squares on the edge of the graphic thing that I'm trying to put down. And then same thing on the right side of it. And then up on the top left and the top right, you can see 4 little squares that are not covered by the grid thing that I'm trying to put down. So it looks the same all the way around. Because if I shift it, it throws everything off. Yeah, so place this, and we will do little house, because this is our main home. We're going to leave it red, so it's my color, and we're going to hit square. And now we have our first village. So now, hopefully, Cuddle Team Bear, wherever the hell I left her, maybe she'll spawn over here, since this is where I'm starting to build at. And then we need to move that stuff onto the platform here, which we're going to extend the platform to match the size of the village. So once you place that down, if you run along the edge here, you can see that a barrier does pop up. There's going to be a little bit of a gap here. So like that, that's the gap. We're still going to do the outside here though, because what we're going to do is we're going to build probably the edge of the village here on this one. And then over here, we're going to build a rail system so that none of the villagers that we do collect fall into the water. And there's our first guy. Who's that? Sparkplug?
Ah.
It is Sparkplug. Can we recruit people already? Right off the bat? We can. Oh, but they need a bed. And I need a bed. How much wood do we have? Not enough. go get beds. Or stuff to make beds anyway. Should be enough though. Bed number 1. Of course it's not going to. There we go. Which is my bed. And then bed number 2. Needs supporting piece. Interesting. Why won't it build right there? Okay, and then we'll recruit Sparkplug. Live in my village. I can't stay at your... There's no bed for me. There's a bed right here. Can you not sleep over the water? Did I not test that? I do have a bed. It's right there. Is it because it's on the edge of the water? Doesn't meet your needs. I guess I never tested that. So this whole thing might have been pointless. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. Wait. Okay, yeah, that is level 1, so I can recruit someone now. Is it because it's too... Is it because the bed's not covered? Or because it's too far down in the water? Need wood. And this axe is going to break, so if I try hitting any of the trees, it's not going to help. And I know the skeletons can swim, but that's why we're going to build a barrier on the edge of the island there. Oh, I'm right into it. I don't know how far these skeletons chase you. I don't want to lead them back over to the village though. Definitely don't want to run towards 3 of them. So I need to test 2 things real quick. I need to build a house to see if me putting a house down and then the bed underneath the thing. See if that works for Sparkplug. I keep wanting to say sprocket. To see if that works for spark plug, or it's just not going to work over the water. I should have known I was going to roll all the way down there. Go get it, because it's not going to despawn. Actually, I do think things like this will despawn when you restart the server, but clearly we're not restarting. Not for a while. Leave me alone, spider. Let's see about trying to build a rooftop over the thing. Or it doesn't even have to really be a rooftop. Let's do... How much wood do we have? I don't know if we'll have enough. But let's do this. So we'll build that, that, and then we can do this thing again. Is that why it's not going to? Because you can't build structures? Wow. This might not work. What if we did it from scratch? So, foundation. Then need a floor piece. Two of these. One there. We need the crappy wall, which is this one. And we need the ceiling piece. Was it this ceiling piece, or was it the other one? I think it was this one, right? Yeah, it's definitely the other one. This one. Okay. Line that up. And then let's try putting the bed under there and see if that works. Wait, don't leave. Live in my village. Village doesn't meet your needs. Don't have a bed. Wow. This was pointless. So you can't build over the water because it doesn't register the bed over top of the water. Hmm. Should have tested that. Sucks that I didn't. Trying to think of what I can do. Because I even put a foundation down. I mean, the house is technically covered. Like, it still does need the little extra piece, but I don't think that's going to matter. This thing. What? How is there another object in the way? That's not how the other one looks, is it? There's no overhang on it. That's dumb. Did I use the wrong one? No, that's it. Because there's not even any other pieces. See, in this, it won't let you place on top of here. What if you can't? I was gonna say, what if I can snap it to the side of one of these platforms here, like right there? Like snap it to the side of it. That's so dumb, though. So can't live on the water. And there went spark plug anyway. So let's test one other thing real quick in survival before we even try to make another world. Because I'm not going to keep this because now that place is registered as the first village even if I break it. So I really like this map too. I might actually use a seed for this one this next time. Wow, and we're a lot closer to the desert than I thought we were. I mean, it's fine too, but... Okay, let's try right here. What can I build at the moment? Can I do stairs? I can. Okay. So I want to go above the peaks that are around me. And I can only do 2 more. Is that high enough? No. Close. Very close. But no. Okay, so let's go get more wood real quick. I don't even know why I'm killing this stuff. Like, I'm not. We're literally going to restart the server. Okay, that should be enough. At least for what I want to test. I have 25 pieces. We're going to need granite to rebuild the, oh, we have enough granite too. So we're going to rebuild a new village square. Whoa. Nope. Just messed that up. Glad I caught that. Alright, is that higher than that peak? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Because we're just testing it. So, now that it's in the air, let's place some of these down. And I think we already need more wood to do what we need to do. So let's go back. Ah, crap. We need more wood to make another axe. Is that a bad guy? Oh, because there's a campfire over there. Like, just one bad guy in the middle of nowhere? I know I missed it. Dangerous game, chicken. That was a dangerous game, running in front of me while I'm swinging that stuff. Okay, we have 24 wood. That should be enough. 25. So it wouldn't let me, I mean, I could build the bed over the water, but it wasn't registering to the villager that there was a bed there. So my, my next test is we're going to build one up here in the sky. We're going to throw down a bed and we're going to see about recruiting a villager up here. So let's throw down village number 2 right here. Doesn't really matter where. We'll do that just because the other one's already red. And then we will do a bed for you whenever you appear. Put it right there. And we will even give you extra area so you don't fall off. Now we wait. We wait for a villager. Oh, how's everyone doing today? As you guys can tell, it has been a stressful day. Stressful. None of this stuff matters. I'm not going to keep any of this stuff. And there's a villager right there. Perfect. So let's go over. Let's speak with her. Will you live in my village? Villager doesn't meet your needs without a bed. Interesting. So has to be on the ground. So everything I've tested is all pointless. It's all pointless. It's all pointless. Aurora, you may not want to stand up there because this place is coming down. I think eventually that thing falls too or goes away. At least it did in the other, it did in creative. Wow, she wrote it down. You right there? You live in my village now? Oh, oh, Jesus, I thought she was going to start attacking me. I mean, it would make sense, because that was kind of a buttload that I did there. Ah! Alright, so, we have to do it on the ground then. Has to be on the ground. Okay. Let's see. How do I get the seed for that world? Claim, sure. World. There's a seed. Let's write that down. We got 19. If my pen will work, 19.00. 22. 94.01. Okay. So delete world. Create world. Select. leave that the way it is. Let's enter our seed here. So, was it 10? No, 19. 19.00.22, 94.01. I think that's right. And start. Okay. Creating world. Oh, it's going in on its own. All right. Interesting, that's giving me a Rocket League loading screen. I thought the side of that car said karaoke. It's Cascade. Alright, is this the same map? And did we get Cuddle Bear again? Not Cuddle Bear. Looks like the same map, so snow's that way, desert should be over there to the right. We did spawn next to a thing again. Cave. Up ahead, I think, was a farm on the left. There's another cave there. Desert should be on the right over here somewhere. I think we actually ran not real far, but I think we were closer to that peak over there before we saw. Oh no, there's a desert there. Okay, so anywhere in here, as long as we can find some flatland, some good resources in the area, we'll probably just end up building there. But we're going to go ahead and end the stream here, guys. I am going to build quietly on my own because I've been let down so many times. If I come across anything that is new or anything that I did figure out, other than stuff that I was already trying to do that you guys seen, I will let you guys know in the next one. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think of the game. Are you enjoying it? Oh, actually, this is where we ran over from the desert, or from the snow to the desert. I've thought about doing this too, like an area like this where it's already flat, destroying the whole thing here, and then just building my place. But I don't know if that stuff would spawn back in. I don't think it will, but I'll see about finding just a flat area in general though. But like I was saying, thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button. It would greatly help out the channel. If you are new to the channel, obviously Fortnite is not the only thing that I do. Definitely check it out. I have over 150 plus games on the channel. They are all organized by playlist. Every once in a while I do have one that I click in the wrong area, so there might be some that are in the wrong menu, but every now and then I also go back through and I make sure that that is correct. So if you do find one that's in the wrong playlist, I do apologize, but I will move it eventually. I think that's going to be it though. So like I said, thank you again, and I will see you guys in the next video. You guys have a good one.